made my first $10,000 online, fast forwarding all the way back to December of 2023. Now I'm going to give you guys in chronological order what I would do completely differently, what I would do the same, and how I would basically speed run that process to get you there in like 30 to 60 days with no BS. Is the most amount of value you ever watch. I promise you, these guys charge $9.97 for that stuff. So we all go all the way back to December. I got my first 10 clients, made my first $10,000. It didn't go so smoothly. Now, I got my first 10 clients probably ranging from December all the way to June. Now, these were clients that I was mainly helping out with appointment setting. And the 10K came, I think, over the span of a course of like 2 months, two and a half months, something like that. So what I did initially after I got out of the door-to-door space, I was doing door-to-door sales. I was literally just like offering trash can cleaning services in my city. And I literally went door to door for, it was just a few weekends I did that. And it was a complete crap shot. I'm the type of guy to where if something doesn't stick immediately, I don't see something work really quickly, or if I'm not enjoying what I'm doing, I'm just going to stop. I'm going to follow my purpose. I'm going to follow my passion. And so door knocking was not it. If you guys are in the door to door sales game, you guys know exactly what I'm talking about. This shit is ass. So with that being said, I immediately pretty much hopped into Alex Hormozi's free courses on acquisition.com, and I built up a little offer. I was basically going to target Amazon FBA coaches or Amazon FBA business owners, and I was going to help them launch coaching offers. Now, we were going to do this through running profile boosted paid ads. Very simple strategy, very simple paid advertisement. It's not even a campaign. It's literally just boosting a post, help them get recognition. And then from there, I knew a lot about appointment setting. So I said, look, I'm going to help you actually run these ads as an FBA guy to get people into your mentorship. And then I'm going to appointments, have these guys on sales calls. You're going to close them. And then that's the service. So I ran an ad out on IG back in December, and I attracted one client. Now, it was actually an old acquaintance who saw this. Shout out Sean if you're watching this video, dude. He was actually my first ever client back in December of 2023. Now, this was hilarious because I haven't talked to Sean. The last time I talked to Sean prior to this was like 2 years before that at some retreat. And so he slid up on my ad and he said, yo, what are you doing? Like, this is cool. Like, what are you doing? Like, tell me what you're up to. So we hopped on a FaceTime call and I basically pitched him. I was pretty nervous. I was not really knowing what I was doing. And I was just kind of going with whenever my intuition told me. And looking back at it now, this was the greatest opportunity of that time, because if he didn't give me that opportunity, I don't know what else would have happened. I was running out of money for the funds to actually boost these profile visit paid ads. And if he didn't actually give me the opportunity to express my skills, I would not have started this YouTube channel. I wouldn't have started helping him out, getting a case study, then getting more case studies. So you guys have to think back to when your first client, or you signed your first client, or even if you haven't signed your first client, and just thank yourself because it happened, okay? Even though it was probably shit, it happened. It's all good. So I ran initially a profile visit paid ad. Now, I'm in my first 10K building up value. Now, what I did a really good job of from the get-go, and I suggest you do the exact same, is start a YouTube channel to not only document the process, but to actually provide value to the marketplace, and in return, you'll get clients. So for instance, this morning, we actually had somebody who slid up on our, who actually commented on our story, or no, commented on our post right here, as you guys can see. And he said, okay, got a $97 a month SaaS product. I need ads ran from it. I've achieved 9K in revenue. Try and increase to 50. Do you run the paid ads? So that's a lead right there. Shout out to you if you're watching this, dude. You should definitely apply. I don't know where you're at financially, but again, we're working with $30,000 a month plus agencies. We're kind of out of the B2C space, low B2B based space. So with that being said, you have to document the journey and then provide value. From day one, if you do these things, if you simply just post on YouTube every single day or every other day, and you remain consistent with it, you'll build up a brand, you'll document the journey, you will sleep better at night knowing that your videos can blow up at any point in time, and you'll be providing the marketplace with value. So what I did a really good job of is I just took the action of running the profile visit paid ad, and then I did outreach. So what I did is I built up a school community at this time for absolutely free. I grew it to about 200 members, all from my YouTube channel and all from my Instagram as well. I was literally just DMing people. I would just outreach to people, and I would just simply ask them, hey, got a free community showing you how to do XYZ. You want to join? And they typically go yeah. Now, what we did here is simply just built up a school community. I appointment set some guys here moving towards the summer. And so from spring to summer, I was building up this school community. I was really pushing this low ticket membership, even though nothing ever happened with that. I got a few sales, but it kind of ultimately crap shot as far as low ticket goes. and I got out of the FBA space and I transitioned more into the client acquisition space. So from April, May to June, I was making some money here and there, but it was nothing really consistent. Now, when June hit, I did a lot of things really right. Again, I targeted one ICP, agency owners, and I helped them overcome one problem, getting clients. And we did this without running any paid ads. So what we did for this right here is I basically built up this little consulting coaching package where I helped agency owners who were just kind of getting started in the space, package their offer, get it out to the right eyeballs using my LinkedIn strategy and using my Instagram strategy, and then sell those people. So this is essentially where I took things to the reins. This is where we got some case studies here and things like that. Got some more case studies rolling in as well. But the initial $10,000 from this offer really came around this time because we were just consistently going at it, consistently uploading YouTube videos. Things got better as they progressed. Now, I'm going to get to what I would do differently very shortly here. And honestly, you guys might want to stay because that's what's going to skyrocket your success the quickest. If you can actually listen to what I have to say at the very end, you'll understand that you can probably achieve this in a matter of a few weeks. So June is when I kind of just took on this little role of doing some coaching, consulting, as far as helping out beginners to really get started in the appointment setting space. A lot of overcoming limiting beliefs. There was a lot of, you have to basically help these guys learn the psychology of appointment setting. If you guys are familiar with appointment setting, it's a huge, psychological barrier that you have to overcome. It's a lot different than talking to somebody face to face, especially if you're approaching them on LinkedIn. You don't want to cold pitch them. You want to provide value, all the 9 yards, everything like that. I was teaching kind of in this little program, and that's kind of when CMRR was born. I bought createmrr.com around this time back in June. So fast forward towards June, July, August, and kind of beginning of fall. And now it's in October. So we kind of transitioned back in August to a substantial offer, basically. And now we're helping a richer demographic, and specifically $30,000 a month plus agencies. We're helping them build frameworks such as paid ads, automation systems, things like that, to increase their client acquisition, and then as well as to decrease churn rate. So we kind of have a guarantee where we're decreasing churn rate upwards of 50%. So now presently what I'm doing is I am using the strategies that I've learned via Instagram, but mainly LinkedIn. So B2B LinkedIn approaches to land these $30,000 a month plus agency owners, because I learned the skills way back when, December to May. I taught these skills to business owners in June and I charged for it. And now we are currently using all of these skills that I've learned to approach these larger and bigger fish. And now we're signing deals upwards of $25,000 in contracts collected. So what did I do wrong? I really knew I knew nothing about deliverables and demographics starting off. So all these guys I coached one-to-one on Zoom, which honestly, I wouldn't even count that as a setback because I needed to have that one-to-one kind of consulting feel of things to really get to the next level. The best thing you can possibly do is learn a quick skill, get really good at it, and then start teaching other people, and then teach it to a larger demographic of people. So just follow exactly what I did. Even if you just master profile boosted paid ads and a simple funnel strategy, master it first, then teach it to some of these smaller fish, have them invest, $1,500 to $5,000 to learn this over the course of a time, package it up in a little program. So you learn the skills. Now you're kind of teaching it. Okay, cool. Now that you have a proven, consistent system that actually works, let's take it to the big dogs. And that's what I'm doing right now. I'm taking my offer to the bigger fish in the bigger space who now need this stuff done at scale. And so now what I can do is I can charge higher upfront fees. I can actually charge retainers because these businesses have marketing budgets quarterly. And then I can also, depending on the business, have a little rev share deal. If my system's bringing this trackable result back to me from my system, I'll get 10% of whatever it is, whatever cash that brings in. And so if you simply just take the time to learn the skill, whether it's a profile boosted paid ad or whatever, you can escalate from there. Now, I'm going to give you guys some freaking gold mine. You guys need to watch this really quickly here. So presently what I did wrong is honestly deliverables. Okay, we went over that. Honestly, I wouldn't have changed anything. I need to go through that path. And demographics. So obviously this was a little bit of a more cash strapped demographic. You have to understand that when you're providing, services to the marketplace, a lot of people seem like they have a lot of money, but they don't. Now these are I'm not even talking about these my past clients or anything like that. I'm just talking about people in general who you might think have money. A space where you might think is predominantly rich is actually really poor, and there's a huge facade, there's a curtain that you don't see. And honestly, you have to spend months in the online space, even pretty much like 10, 12, 11 months in the online space to really realize that this shit is a facade, bro. A lot of people lie. So that being said, if I do it all over again, I would consistently post videos on YouTube every single day. One thing I'm very proud of, probably one of my biggest accomplishments as far as the sort of niche business goes, is uploading 217 videos on this channel. Now, the reason why I am so freaking happy that I did this is because it not only shows the progress, but all of these videos are assets. Now, obviously, we're kind of in a little bit of a recession as far as views go, but you can see past 48 hours, you got 356. It's not about the number for me. It's just about the quality of people that see the views consistently over time. So if I can consistently get to even having 1,000 views every 60 minutes, which is not that much, getting 1,000 views every 60 minutes, every hour is not that much, believe it or not. It's actually not that bad. People do it all the time. So that becomes an asset. This YouTube channel is a huge asset. You guys just saw one of the comments actually wanted to apply to work with our agency. We have these links down below embedded where you guys can literally just apply here to the daily newsletter. You guys can check out my IG, you guys can check out my LinkedIn, you guys can see all my stuff. And honestly, just made another channel, made a mindset channel, which is, I'm trying to, kind of blow up on this one. I'm trying to really blow up on this one and then channel all that audience back to my main, but that's for another time. So, what we have to understand is that I'm so freaking thankful that I provided value on YouTube consistently, because if I didn't, I would be in a much worse position. I wouldn't be able to, my outreach wouldn't work because people would see my messages on LinkedIn, right? But they wouldn't see that I had any social presence. Obviously my LinkedIn's kind of beefed up a little bit. It's pretty cool, but it's nowhere near where it would have been if, people just click on my contact and all they see is my website. It's really good to have a YouTube. People watch my videos. It builds more trust. And that's part of the LinkedIn strategy that I have, as well as all this other stuff in here, which I'm not going to get into. Okay, so the next thing I would do is I would journal every day. Every single day I would journal. The process is something that I wish I did all over again, because I could actually keep track of where my head was at, what I was doing, what I was thinking, what kind of mindset that I had, as well as what was I doing to really move the needle. If I look back at a period of time, I think over a period in June, we cash collected over, I think it was like $8,000 in a week, which is nothing crazy, but that was the most I've ever made in an entire week. And so now looking back at it, I wish I kind of had journal entries of that week about saying, okay, my mindset's here, I'm doing this, here's exactly what I'm doing, these are the inputs, because maybe there was a specific input or something differently that I did, or a way that I looked at a problem that I can now implement in today's results that would help me land, 4 or 5 contracts with these big dogs in a week. And then right there, that's over $100,000 in contracts collected. So now that we've kind of moved to the bigger space, it's a completely different game. And so with that being said, I would definitely journal the everyday process very consistently and build up your email list from the jump. I have an email list going on right now. I'm super transparent. I had nothing from you guys, so here's my exact metrics of my daily newsletter. We're actually gonna be making it right here in the next probably hour or so. Here's that for you guys. We got 407 active subscribers, 32% open rate. Our click-through rate is about 1.6%. So I don't hide anything from you guys. Obviously, there's my daily newsletter. I started building this up literally in September, or it was early September. So it was a little over a month ago. If I built this up since December, if I had this thing building since freaking from 10 months ago, I would easily have probably 5,000 email subs, 100%, 5 to 10K, 100%. That's easy. So I would have definitely built up your email list. You can nurture an email list. You can sell to an email list. It is your asset. It's an asset, just like all your YouTube videos. You have people's contacts, their leads, whatever it is. So with that being said, those are the first things that I would really tackle if you want to make your first $10,000 online. You guys can look at all my other past videos. I would simply tell you to construct an offer, watch Hormozi's offer training if you're that confused, construct the damn offer, and just start getting it out to eyeballs. Start giving people value in the DMs, start sending voice messages out on LinkedIn saying, hey, I'm doing XYZ. I got a free video breakdown showing you how to do XYZ. Is this something you're interested in? I'm not pitching you right now. Just wanted to give you some value for free. Say that, send it to them, whatever it is. get it out to eyeballs, and then honestly, intervention, the worlds will collide. Your dream life will collide with you if you just start pursuing it. So that's currently what I'm doing. You guys saw the progression. I documented this shit for the past 10 months. You guys have been seeing what's going on. No lies detected. I'm super unfiltered. I'll show you guys anything. So with that being said, hope this video helped, and I'll catch you guys later. Peace.